Thank you, Sushanto, just offering me to speak something. And before that, I will thank Mr. Aditya Sen. He's an economist, he's a financial advisor. He's given his PowerPoint presentation in such a nice manner. It was very, very educative. I will look forward it again for you to listen to you. I'll come with the 2, 3, 5 hours, 1 hour is not enough for me. Next time, we will have a bigger session. I will request Sushanto to organize in that way. So you had some questions you wanted to ask me, you told me. Yes. Okay. Mr. Sushanto Mallick, Mr. Aditya Sen, Muhammad Azhar Saab, Tapan Nandi ji, Mr. Ashit Kanungo, and Madam Ratna Sen. And distinguished members of the association, colleagues from the industry, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you. It gives me an immense pleasure to be present here today, and I feel deeply honored to have been invited as a chief guest on this significant occasion. The Indian Leather Technologists Association, as it celebrates its Platinum Jubilee year, can justly take pride in its rich legacy, outstanding achievements, and enduring contributions to the growth and advancement of the leather industry in India. Today, the association is organizing the 24th Sanjoy Sen Memorial Lecture, an occasion that allows us to remember and pay tribute to one of the most distinguished personalities the Indian leather industry has ever produced. Mr. Sanjoy Sen was born on 14 January 1926. Was widely acknowledged as an authority on the leather industry, particularly in the area of exports. He served with distinction as the chairman of the Council for Promotion of Finished Leather and Leather Manufacturers in Kanpur for over a decade, an organization now known as Council for Leather Exports. He was also the chairman of Leather Development Council, established by the Ministry of Industry, Government of India. Mr. Sen's leadership and influence extended across institutions of national and international importance. He was the president of Indian Leather Technologists Association and the chairman of the governing body of the College of Leather Technology. He also served as the chairman of the Research Council of the Central Leather Research Institute, Chennai. On the global stage, he was the president of International Union of Leather Technologists and Chemists Society, Geneva in 1999. Additionally, he chaired the third consultation committee of the leather and leather products industry under UNIDO in 1984. Served as an expert and consultant in UNIDO Vienna on numerous occasions and was a member of UNIDO's leather industry panel. Even I had once opportunity to meet him, in Hong Kong Fair. Madam, you were also with him. Over the course of his extraordinary and versatile career, as an entrepreneur, industrialist and technocrat, Mr. Sen earned widespread recognition from both government and industry as a leading authority on export promotion. His vision, commitment and contribution to inspire generations of professionals in the leather sector will continue. Now, Mr. Sushanto told me about he wants to know about the leather industry scenario of the industry. Because of the like you told us, geopolitical situation, we are having a Ukraine war with Russia, right? That have affected the whole of world's economy. Even India's exports after the COVID, we were still, we were not initially affected, but later on we recovered. Last year, our export grew by 10%. We did almost, our export was of 5.6 billion during the last year. And from Eastern Zone, it was 5,700 crore rupees. That we had a growth of 10%. Even if we look at the last month's November's figure, we had a growth of 5%. But because of our leather turnover in India is at the moment 15 billion USD. And we have to reach the target our Prime Minister has set up. We have to reach by 2030, we have to reach $30 billion US dollar. But we are finding things difficult because of the US problem. The tariff problem is a big problem for us. At the moment, yesterday they imposed additional 25% tariff and 75%, whereas our Bangladesh, Pakistan, they have to pay only 19%. And if we go to the next zone, Nepal and Dubai, only 10% tariff. And we have to pay our products over there, if they import 75%. So we have become uncompetitive. They will not import anything from us. Some of the sectors, like you said, have been left, like pharma and all. But that also, I don't know, will also attract 25% duty by the oil regarding the Iran, what they have said. yesterday. So ultimately it is exporting after exports. See, the leather industry, our exports are going, if we say quantity-wise, it's going down, volume-wise. Maybe financially because of the devaluation, our exports are going up. If we compare our industry with the other industry, you see the smartphone industry, iPhone, they did export of 2 lakh crores in last year. Can you believe? Whereas our leather industry is how much? What, 50,000 crore. They did 2 lakh crore rupees. So 4 times more bigger than our leather industry. Only one iPhone is being exported from Bangalore. So things have changed, you know. Look at the petroleums industry, the way their refineries are doing export, but leather industry is going down, down, down. But thanks to the ministry, they have imposed some BIS standard for all the shoes, you know, whatever we import from the China. So Chinese companies are finding it difficult to export to India. Like Bata, Liberty, all those people, companies, they used to buy 80%, 90% of their requirement shoes from China. But now they have stopped because to get the BIS standard, you have to send the officers from India. But the government of India doesn't send all those officers. They can't get the BIS standard, you know, for their shoes, and they cannot export to India. So ultimately now, recently, in last 1 year, almost 400 factories have come up for the sports shoes, what we are wearing. In Faridabad, Delhi, and a lot of machines are being imported. The government of India has given a lot of facilities to import machines even for all the factories under IDLS scheme. There everybody was getting 30%. But now recently with this US big problem, like you said, the parliamentary committee, they came, Dola Sen, and they have discussed, they will come to Calcutta also very soon. They will go to all the regions, and after that they will submit the report. But Mr. Modi doesn't want to give any benefits to us now. He says if they will give the benefits to us on the exports, or all the whatever we are exporting to the USA, ultimately they will not decrease the duty. Then that will remain permanent. So that they are waiting, you know, they say we will give you some extra benefits. Now they have given up some new benefits. Recently they announced 15 days back. Those are market access support, which comes under export promotion mission. Under that they have given interest subvention scheme, which was discontinued 6 months back. Under interest subvention scheme, we get 2.5% interest subvention. That means suppose you are paying 9% or 10% interest against your money you have borrowed from the bank. In that, the government will give you every quarterly 2.5%. Like if you have an account with the state bank, they straight away give. They charge 2.5% less. That's the biggest advantage with the PSU bank if you speak with them. But private banks, they will give you after 3 months. So this is a big, next they have given if you want to acquire, if you want to promote our brand in the international market, government is giving benefits for that. For the warehousing, if we want to have, the government is going to help us in all the associations who have their warehousing like council and all. They have asked for that. We advise, they have allotted some funds for that. And the biggest benefit, because for only to the US exporters, the government have given additional 20% loan. Any exporter to US, he can get 20% loan on his whatever he have money borrowed. Suppose you have borrowed 10 crores, you can get 2 crores. But that will be also 1% less interest. You have to pay for that. Suppose you are paying 10%, then 9%. And you don't have to mortgage anything additional. Whatever you have given your properties for this loan, there will not be any additional mortgage. So that is a big benefit. But you have to pay that loan in repayment in 3 years. There is a moratorium period of 1 year also, 4 years. So that advantage also they have given us. So these are benefits that government has given us to increase the export, but those are also not sufficient unless and until duties doesn't go down, because our exports to USA are 20%, which is big. And we were expecting it will go up more because China and the US, they are not having good relationship because of the trade war. Actual war is between China and America, and we were expecting we will have more business. The business will come to India. But we also got setback because of the petroleum oil what we were buying from Russia. But if you look at the data, government promised that we will reduce the import. Last month, we have imported almost 10% of oils what we were importing 3-4 months back. Only problem is that Mr. Modi cannot openly say because the opposition is also there. They say, why you are going down to them? So there are a lot of problems, you know. So let's see what happens. We are trying, our exporter friends, they are trying their best, you know. The government, like recently, the Ministry of Commerce, they have done some new FTAs, like one with the Oman recently, when Prime Minister was there. We had one free trade agreement with the New Zealand, one with Australia, UAE. Now UK has also been done, but that has not been ratified in the parliament. I just think very soon it will be ratified. So once it is ratified, we'll have access to the UK for all our goods to the 0%. Same way for the EU. EU president has come to India. Even the German chancellor is also here. And next month, the French president is also coming to India. I hope on 27th of January, India government may sign FTA, free trade agreement with the EU. With that, we'll have good, access to the EU countries. Our 70% export is to EU. So once 70% market is covered with 0%, we'll have big advantage. The economy will boom, and we'll have a lot of exports there. Now, regarding leather complex, we are fortunate, we are lucky. Our chief minister has spent almost 700, 800 crore rupees for the infrastructure. But recently, we had some setback about the roads and all. We had some problem, the government wanted to run the treatment for that. We have filed a case against the government. We are fighting in the verdict. Let's see whatever judgment comes. So we have requested Mr. Rajesh Pandey, Principal Secretary, to improve the roads. Once the roads are improved, then it will be easier, since all the international buyers comes here. And when the condition of road is bad, you cannot supply your raw material. Over there, you cannot supply your finished leather to outsiders. I know my tanner friends are finding it difficult, but the work has started. I hope in next 2-3 months, things will be normalized. Roads will be there, good, everything. Anything else you want to know? LWG is the problem, they want to audit the treatment plant. And for that, first we have to make the roads properly. Some of my tanners friends, they discharge the water, they don't treat it, and they discharge on the road. Once if they come and they will pick up those water samples, then they will reject it. First we have to make ourselves perfect. Then also I hope it will take 3 to 6 months time to get the LWG same in what we were using. By all those benefits we're getting certified, all the certificates we'll get, maximum 6 months time we have to wait. Anything else? Thank you very much, friends.